Alright everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is January 15, 2022. And guys, today what I'm going to talk to you guys about is I'm going to give you two secrets for when you're trading SPX, US30, NAS100. As we know, the charts are correlated with each other. I'm going to give you guys some tips, some secrets when you're trading during the New York session. All right. Now, guys, for those who are not aware, the New York Stock Exchange officially opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So the tip that I want to give you guys, the number one tip, is to get out of every trade by 9:45. The reason why is, if you notice, the direction of the market will change from 9 till 10 a.m. So that's why you want to get out by 9:45. Let me show you what I mean by that. Look, so as you can see, this is from 6:15 a.m. As you can see, the trend is going down. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down. It moves sideways from 8 a.m. all the way till 9. And around 9:15, as you can see, it started going up, especially when the market opened at 9:30. It went up, it went up. So a lot of you guys probably thought that, okay, it's going to be a bullish day, especially seeing how much the market dropped. So I'm going to get in for a long, and you'd have gotten faked out. So this is a 9:30 candle, 9:45 candle, and bam, as you can see, the direction switched at exactly 10. Price started going down. So some of you guys got stopped out. Some of you guys that were at break even, you broke even. The others, you took a loss. And some of you guys that were over leveraged, unfortunately, you blew your account. And as you can see, price went down even more. So what I'm saying is wait till around, let's say, 10:30 and after to start looking into getting into the market, because the direction changes. This was on January 14th. Let me show you another one. Now this is January 13th. So same thing, same concept. So you can see price was going up practically from 7 a.m. just going up, going up, going up. So a lot of you guys probably thought, okay, we're all the way, even though we're up high, there's still more room to go when you look at the higher time frame. So I'm going to get in for long. So as you see, price started going up from 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. Although the candles are kind of weak, some people would thought that price is going to go higher, especially because we're on a lower time frame. And when you look at the higher time frames, there's room to go. Let me show you what I mean by that. So this is the hour. So January 13th, this right here, 9 a.m. zoomed out. There's still more room to go. And that, you know, US30, SPX, NAS100, it tends to retest the previous high. So a lot of people would have thought that prices, it looks bullish, especially pre-market, that is going to go higher. But bam, the market fell apart and it dropped. Look, so exactly at 10, the market direction changed. And you can even go back into December. Let's go back. So we are looking at December 10th. So back at December 10th, so from 8, price went up, went down. So market opened at 9:30. It looked like the market is going to drop. So some people would have got in for a short. Price went up, went down, 10:30, 10:45, and then the market direction reversed and it went up for the entire day. So that's why it's best to be patient when it comes to the opening of the stock market, whether you're trading US30, NAS100, SPX500. Me personally, I like to wait till 10:30 to start looking for an entry, start looking for a setup. If I don't see something, to wait until after. So this is tip number one that I want to give you guys. Now, tip number two. Tip number two is always do top-down analysis. Whether you're scalping, you're day trading, always look at the higher time frames to see the direction of the market. Let me show you what I mean by that. So right here, we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. So you can see that, ignore the red. So looking left, you probably would have thought that, okay, price is going to go higher and retest this higher. Looking at the 4-hour. But like I mentioned, my first tip, soon as the market opened at 9:30, price dropped. If you're scalping, no matter what direction that you're scalping, always look at the higher time frames, because the trend is your friend. You don't want to be scalping in a direction against the trend. So you don't want to be, so this is from 9 a.m. this candle right here, this 4-hour candle, that was on January 13th. Now let's look at it on a smaller time frame. So in a smaller time frame, looking at from 9 a.m., like I mentioned in my first tip, you probably would have thought that, okay, price is going to go higher, especially looking at the higher time frame. That's why you have to be patient and look at the direction of the higher time frame. So if you're not using the 4-hour, you can go into the 1-hour on January 13th. So looking at the 1-hour, you can see that price is starting to go down. So if you were just looking at the shorter time frames, you probably thought, okay, price is going to go higher. Or when it dropped down here, it was going to reverse and retest this high. That's why you want to make sure to look at the higher time frames, do top-down analysis, even if you're scalping, because you don't want to be longing right here. Of course, you could have made some money, but you would have to have a perfect entry and get in, get out with quickness. And it's hard being a perfect trader every day. So look at the higher time frames, look at the trend on the 4-hour, look at the trend on the daily, the monthly, the weekly, the 1-hour, even the 2 hours, 3 hours if you want. But always look at the higher time frames. Even if you're scalping, you want to look at how the trend is going to look like on the higher time frames. So based on the higher time frames, you could have seen that, okay, there's a possibility that price may drop, seeing that we're so high, and you were just paying attention to the lower time frames. Most likely, a lot of times you would have gotten in for long because you thought price was going to go higher, especially seeing how much of a beating that, you know, the market has been taking for the past few days, and you know that it likes to retest the previous highs. So that is one of the reasons why, guys, make sure to look at the higher time frame. So the top 2 tips that I have for you guys. Number 1, if you're in a trade, by 9:45, get out. Okay? Because as you saw from the charts, the direction will change from 10 to like 10:30ish. So get out of your trade. Wait. Be patient. See the direction that the market is showing you. And try to enter around, let's say, 10:15, 10:30. Between 10:15 to 11, wait for those hours to try to enter, because as you see, there's a lot of fake outs in the market where previously it might show that pre-market we're going to have a bullish day, but we end up having a bearish day. So wait, give it time, because you know when the market opens, it gets very volatile. So I would not get into a trade from 9:45 till 10:15, 10:30. I would sit on the sidelines, do my technical analysis, look out for fake outs. Once I'm confident on the direction of the market, that is when I would get in. And tip number 2 is always look at the higher time frames. Even if you're scalping, look at the trend on the higher time frames. So the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, the 1-hour. Don't just pay attention to the smaller time frames, because the moves and the trend on the bigger time frames is going to have an impact on you, especially when you're scalping. You don't want to be caught up trying to long, but the trend on the higher time frames is bearish. Unless you have perfect entry, which is hard to have all the time. The trend is your friend, guys. Follow these tips, and I hope that you have a successful week trading. And with that being said, I am out.